Hey guys, want to bring another YouTube video with the weekend coming up. It is obviously NFC and AFC championship games, so I'm going to make my predictions. Obviously, I'm a Niners fan, but I'll let you know who I still pick. I think it's going to be a lot closer. I'll let you know that right now. But we'll first start off. Actually, we should start off with the Niners and Eagles, since that is going to be the first game. Obviously, it's going to be in Philadelphia, and it is supposed to be one of the most expensive tickets right now. Highest ticket right now, I think it's up to 6,000 or something. The best seats, cheapest seat you can find, it's like $660 or something like that. But so I think it's going to be a tough test for Brock Purdy, especially I think he's like the fifth rookie quarterback to be in the NFC or AFC championship game. So, what I think is going to happen if the Niners are going to win, they're going to have to run the ball, which is not very promising if you got, what's his name? Christian McCaffrey and Elijah Mitchell kind of resting. They haven't really practiced. So that's good or bad. I don't know. That's going to be interesting. Christian McCaffrey, I don't think he needs too much practice. He just needs to be healthy at this point. But I think you're going to see some Debo Sanders there. Debo Samuel running the ball more in those options. And then you're going to have probably more of the play action, RPOs, and stuff like that. So, what else do I think has to happen? I think the defense has to win the takeaways. I think the Philadelphia Eagles have lost only games that they lost in the takeaway category. But the hard part is Jalen Hurts doesn't turn over the ball that often or much. Their defensive line is very good because all of their defensive linemen have double digit sacks for the season. So I think it's going to be a very close game. It's going to be, like I said, it's going to be harder than the Cowboys. I think that's why, like I said, I was fine having the Cowboys or Bucks in that second round. I knew this was going to be the toughest task because of what the Eagles bring, especially you're playing a hostile environment. However, the Niners did beat them last year when they played. I know Eagles has now AJ Brown and all that, so I I think if they get their shots on the deep ball, yeah, our cornerbacks are not going to. So that's why our defensive line needs to be. We got to stop the running game, especially Jalen Hurts. He could be the difference maker. I think if they're going to win, I think it's going to come down to Jalen Hurts because Jalen Hurts he gives issues for the Niners on mobile quarterbacks because mobile quarterbacks like Patrick Mahomes gave us issues. Dak Prescott, he's not as mobile, but he had some decent when he ran or scrambled and stuff like that. He actually did well. Those are the ones that kind of gives the Niners issues in that sense. Look at Stenham, like I said. So I think the Niners could win. I think it could be like I think Vegas got it right 2.5 because I think it's going to come down to last minute field goal from either team. I think the Niners should be able to pull this up by 3 points, I think, or less. So that's where I think some of you guys might think I'm biased or anything, but like I said, I think this defense is good. It travels well. The running game travels well, even though our two running backs are kind of like suspect. But like I said, if they could control their game, don't put on Brock Purdy, and make them actually where we control the tempo in that sense. And again, Saquon Barkley actually had a decent game. So the running game for the Giants last week looked better. So they should probably went with that, but they fell behind. So you don't want to fall behind against the Eagles. That's the thing. I mean, the other thing that gave the Niners issues, like I said, was the mobile quarterback. Look at Justin Fields and Marcus Mariota. So That's my take. If the Niners are going to win, and I think they got to play really well and clean, they got to do what that game plan, like I mentioned. Now, so that's where I'm choosing NFC. I think the Niners should be able to win. Like I said, I think they have just a slight edge in that sense. Um, for the Chiefs and Bengals, I'm choosing the Bengals, even though their offensive line is suspect. But they proved us wrong against the Buffalo Bills. Again, in Buffalo. So again, that's kind of tough, especially they were undefeated in Buffalo. Um, but now they're going to Kansas City. They have a lot of confidence. They beat them 3 times in a row now. Yeah, it will be hard to do it 4 times, but I don't think Patrick Mahomes is totally healthy. I've had, like I said, a high ankle sprain before. You don't heal 100% in that sense. So I think Patrick Mahomes, if the Chiefs are going to try to win, they're going to have to run the ball with Isaiah Pacheco. And so if they rely too much on Patrick Mahomes, or when they do try to actually throw the ball, he may not be able to plant his foot and stuff like that. But again, he did enough to get by. Um, just like the Niners, I think the Bengals are one of the hottest teams. They're on a winning streak, just like the Niners. So I think you're going to have the two hottest teams meet in the Super Bowl. I think the Niners versus the Bengals. Um, so I think that's the matchup there. But if the Eagles win, I wouldn't be surprised either, because I think it's going to be that close of a matchup because they are evenly matched. I think the only thing that I think that's the difference maker for the Eagles offense is going to be the quarterback. I think the biggest difference maker for the Niners, what they have, would be their advantage would be the tight end, and I think would be the running game. Those are the two things. That's what I would stick with, because I think you could attack the linebackers of the Eagles. I think the wide receivers for Debo and Ayuk, those guys are going to be kind of covered. I think, like I said, take your shots there. I think the Chiefs and Bengals, I think the Bengals could probably win like a touchdown or more. Because, like I said, I don't know or think Patrick Mahomes will be healthy for this game. That's why I think it's not going to be as close as you think. So let me know what you think. I'm definitely excited, obviously, for the Niners to be in the NFC Championship 3 out of 4 years already. So let me know what you think. Am I crazy? Do you think the Niners could make it to the Super Bowl next round? Go ahead and put your predictions in the comments. Go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so. And together we could build better tomorrow. Thanks.